Hi friends, I have a message for people that feel like they're in a place where they don't belong. I have a revelation for you. John chapter 2, the first part specifically. They had no more wine and the Lord did the miracle and now they had wine. But it's deeper than that. There was a wedding in Cana. Weddings are really big, they can last for days. So them running out of wine was actually a huge deal. That would have brought public shame, not only the groom, but to the bride, and honestly everybody who was in charge of the wedding itself. So when Mary saw that, what did she do? Go over to Jesus and say, we are out of wine. And what did Jesus do? He basically was like, my hour has not come yet. That's also way deeper than it sounds like, because not only is it a glimpse into the future of the resurrection, but there's a small piece of information between that little interaction. Mary doesn't panic. She just goes to Jesus and she just tells him the issue. And the Lord calmly just responds. She doesn't try to fix a problem herself. She doesn't try to figure out anything. She just goes straight to Jesus. And that's exactly where faith starts, with bringing the problem to the Lord without trying to control the outcome. The moment right now is so connected to something way bigger than you realize. You're asking for help and Jesus is like, I'm working on something behind the scenes that you don't even know about. And so Mary then goes with that information and goes to the servant and say, do whatever he tells you to do. She doesn't argue. She didn't ask for clarity. She didn't even ask for an explanation. She just did. She's trusting before anything happened. This is one of the purest examples of faith right here. The key part people tend to overlook are the servants. They're filling jars with water. They're not even overthinking it. If this doesn't work, we're gonna look dumb because these are jars full of water and not wine. But we're still doing it. We're not even asking anything. We're just being obedient. This is where miracles actually live. In the obedience before the evidence. And in the big picture of this, Master has no idea where this wine came from. He said, this wine tastes, where y'all had this? This is really good. Only the servants know, and only Jesus knows. Do not need a full plan to move. Mary didn't know how Jesus was gonna fix it, how he was gonna do it, when he was gonna do it. She just knew he was, because she moved by faith and not by sight or her understanding. Faith is not having clarity. Faith is acting on what you already know. You saw the wine empty, you go do what you're supposed to do, tell somebody. You told somebody, now you keep it pushing. The steps will also often feel very small. They simply fill jars with water. Your leap may feel ordinary, uncertain, underwhelming, but just know that these small steps is where transformation begins. Them simply carrying those jars of water turned into wine, the finest wine. Your leap of faith will not feel safe. If it did, it wouldn't require faith. In a position in your life where you feel like, am I ready to take this step? Am I willing to trust him enough to take the next step and turn my water into the finest wine there is?